Click, click. Hello everyone, this is Take from BigHeadTaco.com. I'm doing a very quick preview of the Fuji X-30. Fuji just sent this to me, thank you very much, Fujifilm Canada. And I like this camera. I'll do a full review soon, but I just want to quickly go over the things that I like about it. One of the things people complained about, I was thinking that they would go to a larger sensor. They still have the same 2/3 sensor that was in the X-20, and I can't remember if it's the same sensor as the X-10. The X-10 might have been a different sensor, but anyways, it's the same as the X-20. The processing and stuff is maybe a little bit different, but they've tweaked it a little bit. In terms of competition, this is not really a competition, but this is a 1/1.7 inch, so the Canon SD120, there's the Pentax MX. There's a few of them, that's the Canon G, whatever it's up to now, G16. They're all that size, so this is a little bit bigger. Does it have a place in the market? I think it does. It's one of the coolest features about this is the manual zoom and the manual off. So it goes off, and as soon as you turn it on, it goes to 28. So this is a really cool feature, especially if you shoot video. I think being able to manually zoom is wonderful. They've added the tilty flippy screen, which is great. Has lots of advantages shooting overhead to line up the lines that I would use for, or shooting straight up ahead to do, people like to do vertical shots of buildings, so that's great. It has that cool vertical feature where if you look through the EVF, and this EVF is definitely not as big as the XT1 and maybe a little bit smaller than the XE2, but it has amazing refresh rate. So it's, in terms of a camera of this size, I've looked at the RX100 Mark III with a pop-up EVF, not even close. This has actual optical glass, and so if you want a small point and shoot with great EVF, I think this is the class leader. I haven't tried the Pentax, a new LX100, but I think this will trump that. So, and it has that vertical feature that was found in the XT1, where if you go vertical, all the information in the EVF. You know what? Let's just try it. I didn't even rehearse this, but let's just see if we can pull off. Can we pull that off here? I don't even know where the lens is here. Let's see if we can pull it off here. Can you see that? Sort of. There you go. So, see how everything goes vertical? Yeah, so it has that vertical feature, which is great. There's one feature that I complained about on the XT1 and the XT2 with Kurt Dahl, about them not allowing they have tons of customization. So this whole 4-way dial, it says macro, AF, timer, and flash, but you can actually change all 4 of those. You can change this FN button, says Wi-Fi, but you can change that. It has another button in the front. It has the extra wheel in the front behind the zoom, which is nice. There's default settings, and you can set it separately yourself. And then the video button. Now, what I turned this video button into, as you can see, I'm not sure if you can see that in the screen camera, can you see it? But if you can't, it's flash compensation. Before, Fuji had it buried in, I think with Kurt, with that video, I think it went into folder 4, line 6 or something like that. But now you can quickly access. So if you have either the built-in flash or any of the TTL built-in flashes, you could just press that button and immediately compensate for flash compensation. So that is an awesome feature. I also like the fact that, I think it's mostly because it's a tilty flippy screen, but all the controls on your right-hand side. It is a little bit crowded in here, but being able to shoot with one hand, so even the drive mode, where before I think it was down to the top left, they changed it on the new X100T as well, if you noticed. A lot of the reviewers never mention it because I shoot with it for weeks instead of just an afternoon or for a few days. And if you shoot with one hand and the drive mode button being on this side, it's irritating. Now the play button's on this side, I don't mind that, but while you're shooting, especially if you're shooting in the rain, you have an umbrella, being able to get all your buttons with your right hand is a great feature. So that's just a very quick review of the X-30. It has the Wi-Fi feature as well, both controller and viewer, so that's great. And I will do a full review on it. Oh, one more thing, the ±3 flash compensation. It's a nice tight little dial as well. So I like this camera. Image quality, I haven't checked it yet, but if it's the same as the X20, it's decent for what it is. But a full review will be coming up, but so far, so good. Oh, I know the video's going a bit over time. I hate this cap thing. Fuji, I love this camera. The reason why I hate this cap is because of this. It's well made and it's nice and tight. It feels tighter than the X100, but when you put it in your pocket or in your back pocket and you sit on it by accident, it hurts. And it's thick. So if you actually put this in with your keys, you either dent this up, or if you put this in with your camera, you scratch up your, not camera, your phone, you scratch up your phone. So I don't like this cap thing. I would rather just leave this at home, or if they built a little hole in here and have it, I don't know, hanging off somewhere, but it looks sexy, but I'd say get the adapter and put a lens cap on it. That's probably better. So anyways, this is my quick preview of the Fujifilm X-30. I'll have a full review soon. Subscribe up here or wherever I'll have the subscribe thing. Thank you for visiting and happy shooting. Click, click.